Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking all about my April beauty favorites, and I'm going to begin with brushes. I have 3 brushes here from BK Beauty. These were sent to me complimentary. I received an incredible PR package several weeks ago now, and this was one of the first brushes that really stood out to me. This is the 101. And I said at the time that it reminded me a lot of my beloved Marc Jacobs Phase 2 brush, and I have not put this down. I've been using this for definitely the last week, probably a week and a half, every single time I apply my foundation, and it is holding up very nicely. It's not absorbing the product, or else by now it would be really thick and the foundation would be caked in the bristles, and it's simply not. It does an incredible job applying foundation. It feels so smooth. It blends everything seamlessly, but I love the shape. As you can see, it's kind of this angled paddle kabuki. I'm not really sure what you call this, but it's kind of slanted up, so it creates this corner right here at the top, which is great for maneuvering around the nose, even the eye socket, all of those little strange crevices on the face where if you just had a typical kabuki brush, you might have to slow down or be sort of careful. It kind of ruins your flow a little bit when you get around the eye and the nose. With this, you kind of just keep going. I just double checked on my phone because I was curious, and I don't think you can even purchase the Marc Jacobs Phase 2 brush anymore. Unfortunately, it was one of my favorites. It's no longer listed on their website, and if you just do a general Google search, nothing comes up. Very sad, but this is an incredible alternative, and I think it might even be a little bit better than the Marc Jacobs brush. I really love this. I haven't looked back. I can't stop using it. It's great. And then I also really like this BK Beauty 103. I've been using this for bronzer. It's so fluffy. I would even say this is comparable to the La Mer powder brush. That's how it feels. Even though it's a synthetic brush, it does an incredible job picking up product, applying it to the face, and blending is effortless with this brush because it is just so huge and fluffy, and the density is great. And I feel like my bronzers, my powders, everything just goes on with a flash. I love this, and it feels so nice on the skin. And then the third brush from BK Beauty that I've used every single day is this 201. So this is kind of a standard fluffy crease brush. I've been using it to apply my crease color, and then I like to go back, depending on what I've added in the crease, to add depth, color, whatever it is. I use this to soften everything up as kind of the final step to make sure there are no harsh edges, and it's incredible. So these 3 brushes I have used every single day. I'm sure they are all amazing. I'm slowly but surely kind of integrating them into my makeup routine. At this point, I can't live without these 3. Speaking of Marc Jacobs, I recently placed an order on their website because they were having an incredible sale. I'm pretty sure it's still going on, so I might have to go back and place a second order because the prices are so good right now. But I picked up a bunch of these eyeliners, and this one I've been using so much lately. This is the metallic liquid gel eyeliner in the shade Blitzcoin. Let's see, I'm pretty sure, yes, okay, it's this way. Blitzcoin, I remembered. It's this really pretty bronze. It's so beautiful. I have not picked up my Tom Ford eye defining pen in the last few weeks because I've just been using this instead. Or I've gone in with my Brune Agape from Chanel, which has broken down to the last little nub, so now I'm kind of left with this, but I love it. A great alternative to black, and it's so nice for creating that very trendy fox eye. That's what I have today, and you've probably noticed that I've been wearing this look a lot, and it's because I've been playing around with this bronze eyeliner. I also picked up a rose gold that's very beautiful, but I haven't tried it yet because I think in order to see the rose gold on the eye, it has to be a very soft eyeshadow look. So I keep Googling it and going through Instagram and Pinterest trying to come up with ideas. Haven't attempted it yet, but I absolutely love this Blitzcoin. So if you're looking for an alternative to black and you like the idea of just a warm bronze liquid eyeliner, this one is incredible. The color's beautiful. I think it just looks very flattering because it's a softer look. Even if you do a pretty dramatic extended wing, which I've done every single time, you can't really tell. It just looks really pretty. Jumping into complexion, I have quite a few face products to talk about this month. So usually if it's a filming day, I like to wear a medium full coverage foundation. So you'll typically see me in the Guerlain L'Essential high coverage or maybe the NARS soft matte. I keep both of those handy. But lately on weekends, days off, days that I'm just running around, or maybe it's an editing day, but people are going to see me, I'm going to leave the house, I've been going in with my By Terry Moisturizing CC Cream. It is so beautiful on days that you don't want a ton of coverage or you just want something that feels really light on your skin. It does a really great job helping to even out your complexion. It cancels out redness, and the finish is nice and natural, so it's not going to leave you too dewy by the end of the day. Living in such a humid climate here, that's definitely a no-no for me if something is too oily, too greasy. I'll even use it mixed with another foundation. Just the other day, I used a little bit of the NARS and a little bit of the By Terry CC Cream. That way I had a little bit more coverage, but not quite full coverage. And it was perfect. So it really is a versatile product. On the back it says intensive hydration, youth protection, Nutra Comfort, Skin Perfector, Absolute Radiance. The great thing about By Terry products is that they all contain skincare ingredients. It is pretty pricey, but you can almost always find this discounted somewhere. I've seen a lot of promotions directly on the By Terry website, or Look Fantastic almost always has something going on. The department stores have been running a lot of deals lately. So I will do my best to scour the interwebs and find all of the best deals, and I will link them down below if I find anything good. Another great lighter coverage product that's a recent discovery for me is this Westman Atelier Vital Skin Foundation Stick. I picked this up from Sephora during their spring savings event. And if you saw my recent testing new makeup video, you know that the first time I tried this, I used way too much. That video was actually filmed several weeks ago now at this point. Now, I personally prefer a little bit more coverage, so I might go in with a little bit more than what most people use, but I definitely learned my lesson. You don't need a lot of product. By the end of that video, when I was watching it back, I thought it almost looked like a mask. It was too perfecting. I didn't really like the overall effect, but since then I've used this several times and I really like it. For more of a no makeup, natural makeup look, this is so perfect. I could easily see throwing this in a bag for travel or just taking it with you if you just want a little touch-up stick. It's great for that as well. It turned out to be a lot dewier than I had thought. Initially, I thought it was more of a natural finish, but at least on me, it definitely got pretty dewy later on. So I would say this is great if you have normal skin, dry skin. If you have really oily skin, this might not be the best product for you. You might be able to prep your skin accordingly. Go in with more of a mattifying primer in the T-zone if that's something that you need. But I found that it did get quite glowy by the afternoon. Still looked beautiful and still one of my favorite things from the month. And then the two other Westman Atelier products that I fell in love with are these, the Cream Cheek and the Cream Highlight. This little cream blush is so nice. I picked up the shade Chouchette. This is the Baby Cheeks blush stick. So it kind of looks like a mini version of the Vital Foundation stick, just kind of squashed down. But the formula is great. It blends easily. It's a lot balmier than just a typical cream, but it still has plenty of pigment. It just looks really nice. You can apply this directly to the face if you wanted to. It didn't disturb my makeup underneath, and it blends out so easily, even if you went in pretty aggressively and you thought you might have accidentally applied too much. I don't think there's such thing because it just blends out. It's creamy, dreamy, and you just look flushed. And then I love this highlighter. This is the Super Loaded Tinted Highlight. Amazing. Did not expect to love it as much as I do. Now, this doesn't come in one of the twist-up sticks. You get this really pretty cream protector. This compact feels so heavy, high quality, just incredible. It's a shame this isn't refillable because I can't imagine throwing this away. It feels so wasteful. Maybe they will come up with some sort of refill. They need to make this refillable because there's no way this should be thrown away each time. It's so nice. I love this matte black. It is very chic, and then you open it up and you have the really pretty gold, the mirror, and the highlight is very soft and creamy. It just kind of melts as soon as you touch it. And I've described this as a balm cream hybrid product because it's similar-ish to the Balm Essential from Chanel in that it is a little bit balmy, but you get a little bit more color payoff, so it's pretty creamy. just an interesting texture. Because it's a bit softer, I do think there's a good chance I'll go through this entire pot, which is why I wish it was refillable. But it's just a beautiful highlighter. This one is the Rosé. But I want to pick up every single shade eventually. I'm going to have to wait until, hopefully I don't have to wait until the holiday sale. But I definitely want to wait until I get a discount because they're $75. It's so pricey. I didn't want to love it as much as I do. But as soon as I applied it to the face, I was just blown away. And this Rosé has almost a slight iridescence to it. When you spend that type of money on a product, I think this is the type of packaging that you will be happy with. Nobody is going to be disappointed by the packaging. Unlike this next product, definitely the most controversial pick on my favorites list this month, the Hermes Blushes. But I can't help myself because I really like them. Today I am wearing the Rose Apricot number 19 because I didn't have a chance to apply this to the cheeks during my full review. I kind of dusted it on the nose and blended it out. But this is what I have on my face today, and I think it is so nice. Has a light scent. I think they're really beautiful. Is the packaging the most incredible, outstanding, most amazing thing in the world? No, it's not. I'm not disappointed by it, though. I don't think it is nearly as bad as some people seem to believe. That's okay. We all have different opinions. Perfectly fine. I heard from a lot of people, actually, who said that they would not spend the money. They didn't think it was worth it. Completely understandable. I also heard from a lot of people who said they ordered their Hermes blush and they were very happy with them. So you're gonna get mixed reviews like any product. And because they are relatively new, the brand is not new, but they are new in cosmetics, I think it is common to get that kind of pushback, especially with the higher price point. I remember when people were making similar comments about Tom Ford years ago when they were still kind of new and they were charging so much more than Chanel, and it seemed outrageous at the time. They got a lot of pushback then. Hermes is getting a lot of pushback now. But it's not like they just slapped the Hermes logo on a plain packaging with no thought put into it. That is not what we have here. It comes in this classic orange Hermes box. I'm not sure who designed the actual compact. I know their shoe designer is the one who designed their lipstick cases, but you have this really pretty Hermes crest right here. They are refillable, even though apparently that is a bit of a struggle. I think the refills are $46, $48. Much more reasonable in my opinion. But I'm also not here to try to convince anybody to change your mind. If you don't like the look of it or you don't think it's worth it, then it's not. If you are interested, however, I will link my full review down below. Watch many reviews. Watch as many reviews as you can tolerate before making up your mind. I know it's never really ideal to spend a huge chunk of money on a single blush if you haven't so much as seen it in person. But I'm also really enjoying this brand new Hourglass blush stick. This is the Vanish blush. I picked up the shade Sacred. Hopefully these will be restocked. I know a couple shades had sold out. They were so popular during the Sephora sale. But it is just a nice formula. This is very different from the Westman Atelier, which has a little bit more of that glossy, balmy finish. This goes on truly like one of the Hourglass lipsticks. Not just any lipstick, but the Hourglass lipstick. It is so pigmented, very creamy, just opaque color payoff. So for these, you can tap it on, but I think it's always safe to have a brush handy. But it looks really nice. I don't want any product going to waste, so I zoomed you in so I can apply a little bit and you can see. You can really see that highlighter. It's so pretty. But just a teeny tiny bit is all you really need. And it gives you quite a bit of color. And then I have one more blush product here to talk about. This is the new By Terry Brightening CC palette in the shade Beach Balm. I am so happy I picked this up. I thought about skipping it and then I thought, you know what? It's too beautiful. I'm really interested in this shade right here, and I know I have yet to do a more in-depth review, but I will be using this in several videos coming up soon. I also own the Sunny Flash. They're both really pretty. The best product in these palettes is the blush, in my opinion. Bronzer is a bit tricky. It's just so personal. It's not going to work for everybody, so you kind of have to look at the bronzer and guess, is that going to work for me in my skin tone? If it will work, then I highly recommend picking up the palette. The blushes are the best. The highlight isn't the most amazing, beautiful highlight that you've ever seen, but it's still really nice. I still love these palettes. I think they're great for travel. It's a little bit slimmer, a bit more compact than some of the larger face palettes. Typically, I grab my individual products, but this has become my favorite face palette. It's better than the Hourglass in my opinion, better than the NARS, better than any of the other face palettes I have in my collection. I just love everything about it. Highly recommend. Since Mother's Day is right around the corner, I do want to quickly mention a promotion that I have going on right now with Parfums de Marly. I've already talked about this a few times now in my fragrance videos, but just in case you only watch the makeup videos and you don't really tune into fragrance, if you're familiar with Parfums de Marly, they create the best-selling Delina perfume, Cassily. They have a ton of incredible fragrances. Right now through May 10th, if you enter the code ERINNICOLE at checkout, you'll receive a complimentary gift with purchase, and it can be the purchase of any full-size fragrance, men's, women's, doesn't matter. The gift includes a deluxe travel size of the new Delina shower gel and the Delina Discovery set. When you open it up, it has a sample inside of Delina Exclusive, Delina, and Delina La Rose. Right now, this is just for the US website, but I am working with the team to hopefully expand to Europe. I will keep you guys posted, but all of the details and information will be down in the description box. That completes my list of April favorites. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. Now, I want to hear from you guys. What have been your favorite products from last month? Drop me a comment. We will keep the conversation going there. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will also be down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.